So Burma's come to help us pick a card. And my intent, in the tent of the one, for choosing one of Linda's cards is in what way, as a founder of Linking Awareness Adventures, Inc., and with the many facilitators that are teaching linking awareness around the world, how we're being asked to hold space now in this new earth, this new time that we're a part of. How does that feel for you?
Feels very exciting. I can feel the little bit of fear of the unknown.
So I'm going to get you to pick the card.
Okay.
Or shuffle them up with that intent. And
this card thing alone is something that I don't ever do. I have a huge resistance to working with cards. I don't work with cards.
oh yeah.
So this is
Well, yeah, and we're starting to realize that it's our magnetic field in relation to the intent that allows the appropriate message to come through. So,
that's the one I got. Looks like a beautiful rainbow horse.
oh my gosh, when we started this video, remember it was 11/11?
Yeah.
And you just picked card number 11.
This is probably why these things terrify me, is because of the truth.
Okay, I'm almost scared to... Oh, endurance.
Okay.
The Trailblazers Challenge.
Oh my God.
Perseverance of vision, labor, and risk. Moving steadfastly along the trail, a horse passes through fluorescent sunrises, blazing sunsets, and rainbows forming at the edge of a storm. The gift? Inspiration and dedication combine to fulfill your heart's desire. The challenge? The path to success is filled with unexpected detours that teach you more than you bargained for.
Can I swear on this?
You can do whatever you want. It's like, how authentic can you be? Trust, adaptability, and strength of conviction will see you through. And the rest is a few pages that we will read in just a moment. So, okay, like story time. Lizzie's
Story time at Eagle's Eye Ranch.
Lulu and Lizzie's convos.
I love it.
Convoy.
If I start falling asleep, it's because I like story
It's
time.
not a bedtime story. All right. The journey. Have you ever the journey? Sure. Have you ever met someone who's filled with brilliant ideas but never manifests anything significant? Coffee houses are packed with would-be writers, musicians, and entrepreneurs, who can amuse others with compelling insights and repartee. When it comes to choosing a few of those exciting concepts and seeing them through, however, these people habitually fall short of the goal. Many frustrated artists sit at the critique others' novels, songs, and inventions, complaining that the latest success must have been a secret story behind it. One involving a trust fund, a relative in the business, a connection with the mob, or the proverbial lucky break.
Oh my gosh.
So many people, the ripple effect is so strong. Oh, why do some people, even those with seemingly realistic inventions, great genius, or prodigious talent, never quite fulfill their potential, while others with less organized, outlandish ideas pull off the miraculous? Oh, that's me. Over the years, I've noticed the latter have one thing in common: endurance, the ability to hold true to a vision despite a seemingly endless array of obstacles. Inspiration, obsession carry tremendous energy, yet you also need the conviction to plod along day after day through all the boring, infuriating details without getting caught up in any of them. You need to realize that whatever timeline you set for this goal will probably take 2 or 3 times longer to achieve, and the resistance you'll encounter at times is unfathomable. Does it make any sense to you at all? After all, If most innovators had any idea what it would really take to succeed in the world, they'll probably run screaming to the nearest video store and demand a job. I was just having this pop-up of the fire I had on Eagle's Eye Ranch last year when all the 4 buildings we had built to hold space for classes here burnt to the ground. Yeah, talk about endurance, right?
How many times on this journey how I've just been like, I'm just going to go and work at Starbucks. It just sounds so much easier.
That's because you like their Americanos.
Yeah.
It's like endurance riding. You can't just show up and expect to win or even finish a 100-mile horse race. You have to find the right mount. One that's not only capable of trotting for hours and galloping to the finish line, but actually willing to put her heart and soul into it. Then, you have to develop a rapport with her. Condition her body and yours over miles of lonely trails, more often than not dealing with lameness, exhaustion, and refusal in both horse and rider. And then there's the race itself. Halfway through, maybe your girth breaks or your bridle snaps or your horse spooks and tosses you just shy of a 1,000-foot drop into oblivion. Are you going to sell that mare? Take up a more reasonable form of riding? Or get some coaching from an experienced long-distance rider and give it another try? The accidents, obstacles, and choices are endless. Carolyn Miss, oh, I love Carolyn, tells a joke about the risk and mystery of following your true calling. Know how to make God laugh. Joe Dispenza in Ramtha Mystery School taught me that so long ago, that the universal mind, quantum hologram, whatever you want to call it, has a great sense of humor. She says, tell them your plans. Like those dramatic winding trails through rugged peaks and valleys, taking an idea from inspiration to manifestation rarely involves a flat linear path. Those who've traveled a similar route can hand you a map, but it's certainly not the journey itself. Invariably, some narrow pass has eroded, or a bridge was washed out during a recent storm, and you have to do some bushwhacking. Circumstances that take you off course, however, may lead you to a mind-bending view or a peaceful, spring-fed mountain lake. Who knows? You may decide to build a cabin there someday. That's so good. People often ask me what road I took to become an author, clinician, and director of an equestrian-based conference center. Is that Eagle's Eye Ranch? Can we talk about Eagle's Eye Ranch here? That's so interesting. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, 1111 endurance. Thank you so much. And Linda, we're sending our love to you and our gratitude from the aeons before and aeons in advance and in the time of now. Lots of appreciation from Eagle's Eye Ranch in Armstrong, British Columbia.